If an advanced alien civilization were to monitor Earth right now, they would be deeply, fundamentally confused. They wouldn't see us building massive monuments or solving world hunger or exploring the vast cosmos. Instead, they would see billions of human beings spread across every continent, simultaneously glued to glowing screens. They would watch massive stadiums filled with thousands of shouting people, all tracking 22 players chasing a single circle. They would watch grown adults scream in absolute fury, collapse to their knees in despair, and weep openly in public streets. They would witness global economies slow down and entire nations hold their breath at the exact same second. And if these aliens looked closer to see what was causing this mass psychological hysteria, they would find a piece of inflated leather. A ball. How did a simple game become the most powerful collective ritual in human history? Why does your brain care so deeply about 22 people kicking a ball? The answer isn't about sports. It's a deep, beautiful secret about human nature. To understand the psychology of the World Cup, we have to look backward. For 99% of human history, our species lived a completely different life. We did not live in massive concrete cities or buy our food wrapped in plastic at grocery stores or spend our evenings watching television. We lived in small, tight-knit, primal tribes. In those brutal times, your tribe was your only key to survival. If your tribe won a conflict over territory, you got to live another day. If your tribe lost, you and your family starve. Because of this, millions of years of evolution hardwired a powerful mechanism into our DNA: tribalism. We are biologically programmed to seek a group, to defend that group with our lives, and to deeply distrust the opposing group. It is an ancient survival instinct. But look at the modern world. We live in isolated rooms. We spend our days staring silently at cold computers. The ancient, primal urge to fight for a tribe suddenly has nowhere to go until the match starts. The football stadium is not just a field, it is a civilized battlefield. The team jerseys are our modern tribal armor. The stadium chants are our ancient war cries. When your team scores, a switch flips deep inside your subconscious. Your ancient brain genuinely believes your tribe just won a war for survival. But tribalism is only half of the psychological equation. The other half is a brutal chemical hijacking of your mind. Human beings love stories because we love anticipation. When you watch a movie, you know the script is already written. You can guess the hero will likely win at the end. But sports is chaotic, volatile, unscripted reality. Your brain absolutely thrives on this pure uncertainty. Neuroscientists have found that watching a high-stakes match releases massive waves of dopamine, the exact neurochemical responsible for anticipation and reward. Because you cannot predict the outcome, the psychological highs are higher than almost anything else. Winning a massive tournament triggers the same chemical relief as escaping a life-or-death scenario. But this extreme chemical high comes with a heavy neurological tax. When your team loses, your brain experiences an immediate, painful chemical crash. Medical studies show that cortisol, the primary stress hormone, spikes drastically in fans during a loss. Your brain doesn't see it as a game. It interprets the loss as a personal defeat, a direct drop in your social status, and a literal failure of your own identity. There is a deeper, much more existential reason we cry over a ball. Life in the modern century is incredibly heavy. We face chronic existential dread, financial stress, and daily anxiety. The modern world forces us to carry a massive burden of individuality. Every single day, you are told to worry about your career, your money, and your isolated problems. But during the World Cup, a beautiful anomaly happens. For 90 minutes. The crushing burden of individuality completely disappears. You are no longer an accountant struggling with a spreadsheet or a student panicking over an upcoming exam. For a brief moment, you are part of something unimaginably massive. You share the exact same collective heartbeat, the exact same blinding hope, and the exact same deep despair as millions of complete strangers across the globe. It is the ultimate escape from the isolation of modern life. It allows us to feel deeply, to cry openly, and to release emotions modern society forces us to lock away. So, when the tournament ends, why do millions cry over a ball? Because the ball itself is completely irrelevant. It is an illusion. People aren't weeping because a piece of inflated leather crossed a white line on some grass. They are crying because, for a brief window of time, they felt intensely alive. They felt connected to an ancient human lineage of shared struggle, hope, and community. In a world that constantly splits us apart and locks us behind separate screens, a simple game does the impossible. It forces the world to feel the exact same thing at the exact same time. Perhaps we aren't crazy for crying over a ball. Perhaps, in a chaotic and indifferent universe, it's one of the few things that reminds us what it means to be human. This is Psyche Origin. If this video made you look at human behavior a little differently, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below. Why do you think our species cares so deeply about this game? Thank you for watching.